Hi, good afternoon everyone. I am Monica Apepe and today we will do a short review under the subject Edo 259. Let's begin. For the item number 1, in review of studies on the impact of support in school climate is associated with the following: A. Higher grades, engagement, attendance expectations and aspirations, a sense of scholastic competence. B. A fewer school suspensions and on-time progression through grades, higher self-esteem and self-concept. D. Less anxiety, depression and loneliness. And E. Less substance abuse. Is an implication of this research finding for improved learning is that the school should blank. The options are letter A, focus on grades. Letter B, develop a faculty that is concerned with children's welfare. Letter C, integrate substance abuse in its curriculum. And letter D, track class attendance. So the correct answer is letter B, which is to develop a faculty that is concerned with children's welfare. So with this, the school must be preventing the maltreatment of children as to improve the experience and skills of an individual. Number 2, to enable all students to succeed, 2 simple approaches you should use, which are the variety and choice. So what does this mean? So number 1, make use of variety of teaching methodologies. Number 2, consider learning styles and so allow students some options on how to go about assignments. Number 3, allow for more flexibility in activities. Number 4, do away with routines, rules, and procedures. So the options are A, 1 and 2, B, 1, 2, and 3, C, 2 and 3, and D, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the correct answer is letter C, which is the 2 and 3. And that is to consider learning styles and to allow students some options on how to go about assignments and allow for more flexibility in activities. This is because the students have different learning styles and using a variety of materials, methodology, and styles in teaching will greatly help them to explore and learn appropriately and allowing them to use and experience different styles in learning, which allows them to be flexible in ways they can learn best in doing any activities. So that is the correct answer. So moving on with item number 3, the question is, which features of learning environments support meaningful learning and assessment? 1. Attention to development. 2. Authentic performance. 3. Active in-depth learning. And 4. Homogeneous grouping. And 5. Appreciation for diversity. The choices are letter A, 1, 3, 4, and 5, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 1, 2, and 4, and D, 2, 3, and 4. So the correct answer is letter B, which are numbers 1, 2, and 3. 4, because giving attention to development of the students and providing their needs as a learner, giving them authentic performances which they can explore and experience in a real-life context, and having an active in-depth learning which would give them the opportunities to actively engage in the learning process, and also giving them homogeneous grouping that they would have the same characterization or are in the same level as learners and as a whole class, and not grouping them according to any racist type of learning would greatly support meaningful learning towards the students. So the last item, the question is, which of the following serves as a filter on what the students to focus when a person is presented a lot of stimuli at a given time, like what you hear, see, feel, and etc. So the options are letter A, schema, letter B, sensory memory, C, short-term memory, and letter D, long-term memory. So the correct answer is letter B, which is the sensory memory. Because when it comes to stimuli, you have to present something that triggers the stimuli in order to activate the focus and attention of the learner. And sensory memory is responsible for it because it triggers the brain when the learner has heard, see, feel, touch something at a given time. So that would be all. I hope that you have learned something and you have refreshed your minds through this. So happy learning. Thank you.